Well, for Grand Junction, oh, and by the way, welcome to the wide world of web. Thanks for checking us out on your smart devices or your desktop. It's, digital. That's apparently the way of the future. Much like plastics in the 60s, it's digital now. So let's talk about the hotter than average temperatures for Grand Junction. These are not records. We do have records in Grand Junction that exist in the low 100s. For example, today, 103 from 2000. That's a record we will not tie. I say that and then it happens, but low 100s today. We do have less hot temperatures to start the work week out. 101, for example, on Monday, tomorrow, that'll be our record. So we're going to be in the low 100s. Montrose, hotter than we should be. We're supposed to be in the upper 80s this time of the year. Here we are, stuck in the mid 90s again. That's the same song we're going to be singing. Low 100s for Grand Junction, mid 90s for Montrose, all the way through the middle of next week. So it's the hot, it's the dry, and again, we're recycling this rain potential in the atmosphere beneath our ridge of high pressure, which is our reigning weather maker. Beneath that ridge, we have all this storm potential that's getting recycled, lifted above the mountains, lifted with the heat of the day. So the storm potential's there, specifically late afternoon, isolated to the mountains, any elevated site really. But that means it translates to gusty winds for many of us that don't get that rain, or the rain that turns to virga, or I should say the rain that doesn't make it to the ground. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more relaxed on the internet. That's where you can let your personality out. And you don't have to be on air. So I started with that. I'm going to start with this. Okay. I am ready for the 10 p.m. 3-minute. All right, so I don't mind starting with the drought monitor because this is really important for us living on the western slope. You may not even notice the subtle changes in the drought monitor. Comes out once a week. I was hard pressed to find it. I will say this, the eastern border of Montrose County, basically extreme category. Unless you're up on the Uncompahgre in the Montrose County area, that's where we have our extreme. I got to start over. In 3, 2, and this is essentially something I never get tired of sharing with you because, you want to count me in? No. I felt like I was jumping your gun. Okay. Maybe you've seen me on TV before. Maybe you know some of my favorite things to talk about are the very dry conditions and the wind. So this is our drought monitor. It comes out once a week. You may not even notice the subtle changes in the upgrades or the downgrades, but I will say this, Delta County, almost 95% of the county in the extreme drought category, highlighted in dark red. Montrose County, 3/4 of us in that extreme drought category. Mesa County, well, our eastern border with Montrose and Delta, that county line for us, it's expanding westbound. So the extreme category exists. Folks, it is very dry. I will not stop telling you, reminding you, it doesn't take a big strong wind, certainly doesn't take that sustained wind speed of 25 miles per hour to get an open flame to move quickly and out of control. A spark from an engine source, a hot engine over dry grass. Even a 5-mile-per-hour wind will quickly move that, threatening lives and property. So please be very careful. Low temperatures, this is where we were this morning. These are fairly close, I say, to what is typical for this time of the year. Tomorrow morning, we add a degree or two more worth of warmth. Still, though, near 70 degrees, that kind of will feel mild. Maybe tomorrow's the day that you get out to jog. Don't ask me to join you, but yeah, maybe tomorrow's your day to start jogging with those mild temperatures. I can't say the same for the afternoon hours. I just want to show you real quick. I'm going to step out of the way because I want you to figure out where you're going to be tomorrow afternoon. But yeah, Grand Junction, another day at the triple-digit reading. So we're adding them up. We're at the 9th, the 10th day of the year. I've lost track. These are hotter than the average, though. Grand Junction's supposed to be 92, 93. Montrose's supposed to be 89. Our high temperatures are supposed to be going down. We've already passed the heat of the summer. That's just not the case. And I'll show you the extended forecast in just a moment. But we have our high pressure system off towards our desert southwest that's expanding the coverage, the reach of rain potential. So you have to ask yourself, all the showers and storms, all those dark clouds you saw popping up today off the mesas, the mountains, the plateaus, basically any ridgeline that was elevated, those storm clouds popped up. We did feel a drop of rain today. I admit it. There was a drop of rain mid-morning today. Storm clouds abound throughout the afternoon, a little bit gusty for some of us. That's the expectation. The late day storms building up off the mountain zones. Are we feeding in new rain potential, or are we recycling rain potential on the western slope? Well, either answer you have, it doesn't matter, because we have that rain potential stuck in the atmosphere or freshly arriving to our atmosphere, but we will isolate those storms to the mountains. So the biggest impacts we'll feel will be the gusty outflow winds from it. Perhaps a drop or two of rain, but more importantly, lightning, I think. So I've been harping on and on about human-caused fires. Mother Nature just as impressive with those fire starts. Also impressive, or maybe not, the hot temperatures. Grand Junction, hot until the middle of next week. We start to get a pattern shift late next week, and it'd be more beneficial for the southern zones around the San Juans, but further north into Montrose, the Uncompahgre Valley. So late next week, we get a break from the heat and a shot at rain showers.